See, if you can't face your own problems, if you are in a part of yourself and you're trying to hide your anger, you're trying to disguise, you're trying to distract yourself from it, you will not win. You will lose. It will come out. It will come out and in the biggest parts of your life. So it'll come out in your relationships. It'll come out when you have kids. The better you can suppress what is in you and you never want to see and are afraid to see and you want to bury and you don't want to live and you don't want to face, the better you are at that, the worse it is going to, and more catastrophically it's going to come out when you hit hard times in your life. So who are we if we cannot manage our own hate, our own dysfunction, our own anger, our own resentments? Who are we, what are we if we are owned by that? Now we have a million excuses to be angry. I want to talk about them, I want to talk with you about them. It's kind of what the point of this video is for. You can come on by Austin Men's Development if you want to check that out. You live anywhere in the world. But if you do live in Austin, come train with us here at the UFC Gym, South Austin, with the Viking Ninja guys, because this is what we're talking about. So we finished up class, it killed us, man, it killed us. Every minute on the minute. Erin's a beast, she's nuts. So we were talking afterwards, actually talking about superheroes. They were talking about stuff which, like, you know, I go to the movies with my kids, so I know about it through there, but I never read the comics when I was a kid. They were talking about the integrity of Thor, the integrity of Spider-Man, and the amount of loss that these characters had. That, you know, Thor lost his mom, his dad, his brother, all these different things, but yet he had a good heart. And this was the role model that, you know, Isak was talking about, of evolving himself. One of the things when I started working out with Isak was we had to get the hate out. We had to get the resentment out. We had to get to a point where that anger, that rage had to come out of me and I had to face it. See, if you can't face your own problems, if you are in a part of yourself and you're trying to hide your anger, you're trying to, you know, disguise, you're trying to distract yourself from it, you will not win. You will lose. It will come out. It will come out and in the biggest parts of your life. So it'll come out in your relationships. It'll come out when you have kids. The better you can suppress what is in you and you never want to see and are afraid to see and you want to bury and you don't want to live and you don't want to face, the better you are at that, the worse it is going to, and more catastrophically it's going to come out when you hit hard times in your life. And I remember when we first started working out, man, I would lose it. I would scream out. I would cough up spit. I would almost vomit. You know, maybe sometimes I would vomit. I would get to this point where I was breaking those things inside of me. And you have to be really careful when you're training that way because you can get injured. I don't want to condone it as that is how you gain physical fitness. But through the physicality of what I was doing with the Viking Ninja team was I was actually learning how to face demons within myself. So I could be at peace with myself in me while those demons came out. If we're not able to do that, who are we as men? If we're not able to face the reality that comes in our lives, whatever that is, whatever pain that is, who are we as men in our lives? Who are we as people, as women, as whoever you are? If you cannot face the reality and the truth of what is happening to you, if you have to make up a story, if you have to make up a lie, if you have to disguise it, if you have to front it with something else, you are nothing. You can never gain personal excellence when you're running from yourself. And this is one of the reasons why I train you. This is one of the reasons why I have the coaching courses that I have. This is one of the reasons why, you know, I'm putting together this challenge, the Rebuild Challenge. One of the reasons why I have that is because to achieve personal excellence is dependent upon you living your truth and what you are, living in the reality of what has happened to you, the life that you've built, the life that you've walked, the life that happened to you. And man, when we're working out in this way and we're pushing ourselves on this level, we are making the man, not that can look good when all the things are right in his life, we are making the human being that can take loss, that can take tragedy, that can take the biggest waves that crash against our shores, that break down the mountains within us, but we still have the foundation of fortitude, of integrity, and of having a good heart. That is what it is about to train you. That is what it is about to be a part of what I'm doing and what I'm promoting. And man, I'm gonna tell you this, I ain't perfect. I mess up all the time, but that's why we show up and train, because I'll guarantee you this, when I'm weak, the rest of them are gonna be strong. And when they're weak, the rest of us are gonna be strong. And that's how we do it.